Hi. So I make creepy dolls, and I'm going to be doing some tutorials on how I make them from start to finish. But I'm waiting until I can get something set up outside so I can do my spray painting out there. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of how I make them. And I buy just regular little baby dolls at the Goodwill for, you know, $2, $3, $4. And this little Raggedy Ann doll started out as just a regular cloth body, vinyl limbed little baby doll. And her hair is actually from a regular Raggedy Ann doll. I just cut it off her and glued it on here. And what I do is I paint all the vinyl black with acrylic paint, and I usually take the limbs off, and you can put them back on with the wire, you know, zip tie things. They're easier to paint if you take them off. So I do that, and I take black acrylic paint and I paint all the vinyl, but I don't let it dry. And then I spray paint it with this spray paint, which is called Montana Crackle Effect spray paint, and I buy the white, and I spray all of the vinyl, and it's different every time. It just makes little cracks in the vinyl. That's how I get the crack look. And then for the details, I paint her eyes. Sometimes I leave the eyes if I like the way they are. And if you like the color of the original eyes, you just take your glue gun and just put glue over the eyes until all the painting's done, and then you can pop the glue out and you'll have the original eyes. But these, I think I actually painted. I did paint these a little bit. And then the teeth, I use, on this doll, I used fork tines, and I just kind of glued them in there, and then I painted over it. And I make jewelry also, so a lot of times I'll put little necklaces, little creepy necklaces on my dolls. So that's basically how I put her together. And then this little girl over here, same thing. She was just a little vinyl doll. Oops. And I did the painting technique, and then in this one I actually put a little slice in her head. And to fill that in, I take clear silicone, mix it with red paint, and it makes like this gooey, bloody looking mess, and I just kind of fill that in, and it dries, and it looks really cool. I painted her eyes, and I actually sliced off her nose just to make it look flat and creepy. And her teeth are made out of air dry clay, and I just kind of put some clay in there and took some sculpting tools and just kind of sculpted them in. And then in the corners of her mouth I put some of my silicone bloody mixture. And then for her hair, I buy this colored hair on Amazon, and it comes in like wefts, and you can get, it's not that expensive, you can get like 6 or a dozen packages of it for, you know, like 20 bucks, and one package is enough to do a head of hair. But on this doll, I guess I didn't have quite enough left over from before, so I didn't fill the hair totally in on the back. I just glued these wefts on. Usually I will fill it in, but you can't really tell, you know, by looking at the back of her head how it is. So I think it looks fine. And then when I get to the front, I usually put a bow right in the front so you can't really see the weft part. So anyway, that's her. And the clothes, the lollipop, I make a lot of lollipops for the dolls, and this is just made out of oven baked clay. Different colored clay that I mix together, and then I put like some varnish over the top of it, or like a spray sealant. And I made, I drilled a hole right here in her hand so that the lollipop could fit in there. And the clothes are just, you know, I either glued them together, or I don't sew, so sometimes I just glue them. Just make them out of rags or scraps, and just little baby clothes that I get at the Goodwill. So you have to be creative, and every doll is different. They're all unique, and I think they're cute. Some people think they're creepy, but I think they're cute for Halloween or for any time, really. I name them all too. This is Nora, and this is Annie. I sell them on eBay or Facebook. Anyway, stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you have an interest in this, because I make tons of creepy dolls and they're all different and there's different techniques on all of them. So I will teach you what I've taught myself. Thanks.